The World Cup is supposed to be in the US next year. Next year! Like, have we seen what they're doing with ICE? We're just gonna have all these players come over here and their families, and they're just gonna cross their fingers and everything's gonna be fine. They don't get sent to an El Salvadorian gulag. What are we doing? They can't have the World Cup here? Like, is FIFA even thinking about this? What's the plan, guys?
So FIFA is reportedly moving the 2026 World Cup from USA to Canada due to growing concerns over U.S. immigration policies. So this is what it says. It says, the latest visa restrictions have drawn criticism from fans and human rights groups, with reports suggesting that entire delegations, fans, media, and support staff are struggling to secure entry into the U.S. Up to 43 countries are now banned from traveling to the U.S. Even qualified countries for the World Cup will be facing zero presentation in the stands, as players will be playing without the cheering of their fans. The restrictions have raised questions over FIFA adherence to its own principles, including access and non-discrimination, as its stated commitment to human rights. And in conclusion, so if the World Cup get moved from USA to Canada, is that a big deal for U.S. soccer fans? Let me know.
Oh, you want to be FIFA president for 1 minute?
The who?
You want to be FIFA president?
Yeah.
No. Hey,
I'm the FIFA president now. I'm the FIFA president. Ronaldo is winning the World Cup. I'm the FIFA president. Oh yeah, Pat. Oh yeah. Penalty, Ronaldo. Let's go. Come on now. How y'all doing? How y'all doing? Damn, I'm really the president right now, man. I'm really the president. Hey, we got the FIFA. I'm the FIFA president. Damn, I can do anything right now.
You're the boss.
Yeah, I'm the boss. I'm the boss. So, how y'all doing, kids? How y'all doing? How y'all doing? How y'all doing? How y'all doing?
Russia has been banned from playing the next World Cup. What's your position on that?
I didn't know that. Is that right?
Yeah.
You want to explain
That is right.
that?
They are banned for the time being, yeah,
Okay.
from playing. But we hope that
He's the boss. I'm not the boss on that. I have nothing to do
we hope
with it.
that something happens and peace will happen, and then
It's
Russia can be
possible.
readmitted. So that's what we
possible. Hey, that could be a good incentive, right? We want to get them to stop. We want them to stop. We want the 5,000 young people a week are being killed. It's not even believable. The Russian soldiers and the Ukrainian soldiers mostly. Also people in towns every 2 weeks. Horrible things going on over there. So we're gonna get that war stopped.
Feel free to visit Canada. We are the nicest people you'll ever meet in your life. Canada as a whole, we have just incredible melting pot of people. But Toronto especially, there are just so many different cultural experiences. So when the World Cup hits, it's like, yeah, it's beautiful. Welcome with open arms, and just to have all these people who are there with passion, with competitive spirit, but for a great game, for a great cause. I think that it's just going to fill the streets with so much energy. We'll be ready for you in Canada.
It's comments like these that I tell people, do not come to the United States for the World Cup. Because I get these on a regular basis, but this is the kind of attitude that is waiting for you in the United States if you are coming from a foreign country. They do not want you here. You are not welcomed here. The first chance that they get to tell you to leave and to speak English, they will do that. This comment in particular is one that I received because I specifically said I do not want to go to the games in the United States. I want to go to the games in Mexico. And someone said, well, I hope you can get back into the United States. And I said, if I don't, it's not really that big of a deal for me because I kind of want to go back to Mexico. I do. I've made my intentions very clear that I want to go live permanently in Mexico. However, as a family man, as a father, and as a husband, I have a family in the United States that I'm not going to abandon. They know very well that I want to go back to Mexico and live over there permanently. But that's not an option for my family at the moment. That's a big decision. That's a big move. if that means that I have to continue to live in the United States, even though it's not really what I want to do, then I will, because I won't abandon my family. Never. So many people always tell me, it's so easy. Just go, leave, don't come back. We don't want you here. But it's like, would they do that to their families? Would they just abandon their families? Is that the American way? All this to say is, consider this another warning to any visitors coming from outside of the United States who are thinking of going to the World Cup. Skip the games in the United States. Go to Canada and Mexico. You will have a lot more fun in those countries and will be much more welcomed over there than you would be in the United States. I mean, this comment says it all.
Additional games in British Columbia would not only be possible, but they would be incredibly welcome. We have 7 games, which is a significant number of games. We'd like to have a lot more. We've actually written to FIFA to say if for whatever reason they need to move games from any other locations, that British Columbia stands ready to host. We can move quickly. We have an amazing team. And we are ready to host additional games here in this beautiful province. So I hope that if it becomes necessary, that they take us up on that. In terms of the budget, a lot of the costs for FIFA are fixed costs. They're related to upgrades to BC Place and getting that venue ready for this caliber of soccer. Which means that additional games bring in additional ticket revenue, additional revenue for the province from visitors coming to those games, and so actually help offset some of the costs moving forward. So it would be positive news on a number of fronts if we were able to access that.
If the FIFA World Cup 2026 is still held in the United States, are you still planning to come? I am seeing throughout many news reports that thousands and thousands of soccer fans around the world are saying they will not come to the United States and spend their money and potentially support Donald Trump, nor do they want to potentially be held because of our immigration changes under Donald Trump. And FIFA is actually looking right now at a backup plan to potentially move the FIFA World Cup 2026 to either Canada or to Mexico or perhaps to both. Now, I'm interested in your opinion as someone from outside the country or even inside the country. Would you go to FIFA World Cup if it continues to be held in the United States in 2026? Are you going to come or would you boycott? What do you think? And if so, why? Clearly, I know why, but let us know why. It helps to see the actual statements from you. You're not coming because you are concerned about being held up. You're concerned about immigration. You're concerned about Department of Homeland Security. You don't support Trump. Or if you come in because you love him, then that's fine too. Tell me that. But let me know what you think. Love you for my Democrats, my MAGAs, my crazies, my cuckoos, my burned out light bulbs, and all my FIFA soccer fans all around the world. Let me know what you think. You going to come to the United States if it stays here, or do you want it to be moved to Mexico or Canada? What do you think?
I think the World Cup's going to be a total disaster. Nobody that I know wants to come to America right now. And I know MAGA don't want to believe that and they think that's ridiculous. But yeah, that's really happening. Who would want a chance coming to America with the fear of getting freaking detained?
How much will World Cup tickets cost in Canada? That is an excellent question. Well, actually, some of the tickets for the 2026 World Cup are already available for purchase to Canadians. But I'm warning you from the start, to purchase these tickets, you may have to remortgage your house. Currently, there are several different packages available for purchase that range anywhere from $2,500 per person per match, all the way up to $5,350 per person per match. And depending how much money you want to spend, every package offers a variety of perks and benefits. These premium World Cup experiences in Canada are being named On Location, where you will get access to the FIFA Pavilion, the in-stadium pitchside lounge, all you can eat, all you can drink hospitality. There are even private suites available for purchase if you got the cash. I wonder how much those are going for. But as it's been stated, if money is of absolutely no concern to you whatsoever, On Location offers a platinum access program where the sky is the limit. it. And I quote, flights or helicopter needed? No problem. Looking to take the pitch after the game to take a penalty against a star goalkeeper? They can make it happen. There are even Michelin star chefs already on board to make sure that you get the best of everything. So the ultimate question is, of course, do you have this kind of money, and how much are you willing to pay to take a penalty on Dane St. Clair after the match? But if you're just a regular guy like me, the 2026 World Cup ticketing program in Canada launches September 10th for regular tickets.
Hey, JD Vance, thanks for sending the World Cup this way. Canada's happy to host the World Cup. Want to know why? Because we treat everyone like family. That's right, World Cup. Come on up to Canada. We'll take care of you guys. And all the tourists and all the money that comes with it. And when you guys are here, don't forget to grab some true Hamiltonian gear. Looking forward to seeing everyone. And some really good soccer. JD Vance. Man, that guy shoots and misses every time. Shoots and misses every time.
So what's going to happen with the World Cup now that Donald Trump pissing off every other country in the world? We're supposed to host the World Cup next year in 2026. The United States is already getting hit with travel bans. Like, do we think it's going to get better from here, or do we think it's going to get worse? Outside of the Olympics, the World Cup is the biggest international sporting event ever. Every 4 years. Every single country in the world is sending their national teams to America, who are beefed out with 60%, 70% of the world. They're mistreating illegal immigrants right now. They're also mistreating legal immigrants. People who have citizenship are getting deported. Don't even get me started on the 2028 Olympics. We might not get that either. I just want to know, do y'all think we're going to have a 2026 World Cup in America? Because me personally, that's one of my favorite events. I plan on going to at least one match. What the hell is 2026 going to look like at this rate?
The world is welcome in America. Those who want to come to create trouble, like in every country in the world, well, they are not welcome.
Being dangers posed to our country by the entry of foreign nationals who are not properly vetted, as well as those who come here as temporary visitors and overstay their visas. We don't want them.
We want them to come. We want them to celebrate. We want them to watch the game. But when the time is up, they'll have to go home. Otherwise, they'll have to talk to Secretary No.
Many of you voted, and the message was clear. You want to know if Canada and Mexico are about to overtake the U.S. as the go-to hosts for the next World Cup. With new visa fees piling up and political tension getting worse, the landscape is shifting fast. Here's a number that stands out. Visa applications from key markets have already dropped 22%. That's not a small dip. It's a warning sign for anyone betting on packed stadiums. FIFA is watching these changes closely. Could this be the moment when games start moving north of the border? Which nation will seize this moment? The visa situation is creating a crisis for international fans. The heart of the problem is a $250 visa integrity fee added to non-immigrant visas, part of Trump's One Big Beautiful Bill. This isn't just another U.S. policy tweak. It's a direct obstacle for World Cup fans. Tourists, students, and short-term workers all get hit with this extra charge on top of already high visa fees. The timing is bad, with the 2026 tournament on the horizon. For fans from places like Mexico, India, Brazil, and China, that's an additional $1,000 for a family of 4 before they can even think about attending a match. The backlash is growing. U.S. consulates report wait times for visa appointments now stretch over 300 days in some key markets. That's not a small inconvenience. FIFA's own numbers show that over 60% of World Cup ticket buyers come from outside the host nations. If those fans can't get in, stadiums risk empty seats, and sponsors are not going to accept that. Industry analysts warn that U.S. losses could easily eclipse hundreds of millions in tourism dollars if this policy stays in place. Social media is filled with angry fans posting videos and launching TikTok campaigns calling for a boycott of U.S. matches. The noise is loud enough that it's getting noticed by both FIFA and the media. FIFA has policies on the books for this kind of scenario. Their human rights policy explicitly calls for unrestricted fan access. Human Rights Watch even sent a letter to FIFA, citing these new visa rules as a violation of the spirit of sport. Internal sources say FIFA is watching the situation closely and has started tracking visa denials every week. One travel lobbyist working with FIFA said, "If the numbers keep climbing, they'll have to act." The U.S. made promises about smooth fan entry when it was awarded hosting rights, but those promises are now under serious doubt. Legal documents show that FIFA can move matches if a host nation creates undue barriers for fans. That rule was meant for emergencies, not for self-inflicted policy problems. But the reality is clear. Canada and Mexico already meet FIFA's requirements with far simpler visa processes. Their stadiums are either finished or on track. The U.S. is putting its reputation as a host on the line, and FIFA is under mounting pressure to respond. This is where the focus turns to FIFA's own rules and the possibility of matches shifting. The next step is to look at what those rules really mean and how ready Canada and Mexico are to step in if needed. FIFA is facing mounting pressure as the U.S. visa crisis threatens the core of their hosting requirements. The organization's human rights charter is clear. Host countries must provide non-discriminatory entry procedures for international fans. Right now, the U.S. is at risk of violating that clause. Multiple FIFA officials have voiced concerns behind the scenes about entire supporter groups being shut out. One official with knowledge of venue planning put it simply, "We can't have a World Cup where fans can't get in because of government policy. The contracts are written for this." Contingency plans aren't just theoretical. Mexico's Estadio Azteca has wrapped up major renovations and meets every FIFA standard. Toronto's BMO Field is finishing its 18,000-seat temporary expansion, and Vancouver's BC Place has upgraded for international matches. These venues are in active use. Mexican and Canadian organizers keep sending FIFA progress updates, unprompted. They see the opening. If matches need to be relocated, the process is already covered by the 2026 host agreement. There's a clause for government-imposed access barriers, which legal experts say applies to visa restrictions just as much as natural disasters. The U.S. made a commitment to smooth fan entry when it won hosting rights. Now, State Department data shows visa appointment wait times stretching over 300 days in countries like Nigeria and India. FIFA has shown it's willing to act when fan access is at risk. In 2021, they moved the Club World Cup from China to Qatar because of COVID-related entry restrictions, citing the same principles. Right now, internal discussions are focused on shifting group stage matches north if entry barriers aren't resolved. The infrastructure is ready. Games scheduled for Dallas or Miami could be moved to Monterrey or Vancouver with minimal disruption. Air routes are in place. Canada's electronic travel authorization covers dozens of countries, and Mexico offers visa-free entry or streamlined processing for many fans who would otherwise face U.S. delays. Sponsors are watching. Adidas and Qatar Airways built their deals around global audiences. Empty seats in U.S. stadiums would trigger penalties. Ticket data shows Mexico hosting the most in-demand matches so far, including the opener. The message is clear. Demand is shifting, and so is FIFA's attention. FIFA's competition director put it bluntly. We'll ensure all qualified fans can attend, wherever that takes us.
Thank you for watching Great Minds Blacks.